Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
You're listening to TFG Cricket.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to the TFG Cricket Podcast. My name is Nikhil, and today we are discussing Chahal ka Chaal. Okay, this title was given to me by Vivek Krishnan, and there is a bit of story behind it because Vivek Krishnan was associated with Mumbai Indians in 2011.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, and he had an opportunity to talk to Chahal at that time, and it's a very interesting story.
Yes.
Yeah, Vivek.
So he came across as a very shy individual. He was very, very young, and having said that, he had so much energy, and he was one of the live wires on the field. I still can recollect those moments when he was, I think he was that, I should say, darling of the team, because he was so friendly with Kieron Pollard, with Andrew Simons, I remember. Then later on with Rohit Sharma, he got on very well with these guys. He used to carry drinks even during a practice match. He was always bubbly, laughing, running around here and there. And obviously he didn't possess that kind of quality that we have been seeing over the last 6 months or so, but obviously that was his learning curve. And again,
So why the title? Yeah,
why the title? Yes. So I just started chatting with him on. It was not an official interview. We just. So this was at the BKC where Mumbai used to practice, and this was on the eve of the World Cup. Not on the eve. I think the World Cup was just about concluding, or rather concluded when India won that at the Wankhede Stadium, because of which they couldn't practice at Wankhede and they were at the MCA in BKC. And we just started chatting, and he asked me to play chess, and I said, we are not in a position. And little did I know that he is an accomplished chess player, school days, college days, and he said, I can do that. So, and if I am not wrong, I also remember a few interviews, he's probably declared it, and some people know, but a lot of them, I presume, don't know that
he is a good chess player.
He's a good chess player, and when you play chess, you make the right moves, which means that's why the title Chahal ka Chaal. And when I saw him bowling, I mean, obviously England, largely it was self-destruction.
Yeah, 8 for 8, yeah.
That's correct, yes. But
not expected from England.
No. But the way he set up their batsmen, especially Joe Root with that flipper, that was just beautiful to watch. And even, I would say, Eoin Morgan, he's obviously grown in confidence. He's got some variations going for him, and obviously the backing of Virat Kohli. Again, Mumbai Indians. I think if you go across the IPL scene, and if you have to pick one franchisee that has consistently unearthed talent only to give it to some other franchisee, it has been Mumbai Indians.
Foreign talent as well.
Foreign talent, obviously you can talk about Johnson, Smith, Maxwell, all these guys, but Indian talent, obviously I would say this guy stands out. There are a few other players, obviously Surya Kumar Yadav, yes. Ajinkya Rahane was right from 2008. A lot of these guys.
And now they have released Aditya Tare as well.
There you go. And he's done well with Sunrisers already. Yeah. So many of them. And I think it is important for any player to be utilized, Nikhil. It is very important that that person is given a particular role. And because Mumbai had Pragyan Oja, Mumbai had Harbhajan Singh, it was never easy, to accommodate Yuzvendra Chahal. And I think he was... if I'm not wrong, he also won them the Champions Trophy. Again, not too many Mumbai fans will also remember this. 2011 when Mumbai played the Champions Trophy, when the exception was made. I remember writing that story. The IPL Governing Council said, we will allow you 5 foreigners because there was a series of injury in the camp. And Mumbai played 5 foreigners, and I think this was a low-scoring match in the finals, if I'm not wrong, at Bangalore itself. And this guy scored the winning run. And it was, he was scraping through the 22 yards, and you could see the jubilation, you could see the excitement, how he was running around the park. And so people must remember these things. That's what I'm trying to say. But again, he's a very calculated individual. He keeps a very low profile, very energetic, and his affection, his love, his energy, enthusiasm is very contagious. So that's Yuzvendra Chahal for you. Now we'll come back to what he has done, creating another dilemma in the Indian team. As it is today, the selectors have a lot of tough time, headache, selection, between Parthiv Saha. Unfortunately, Parthiv has lost out. Then you have 4-5 quality openers, Dhawan, Rohit, Ajinkya Rahane, KL Rahul, these guys. There is a problem with the bowling also. And then, obviously, you talk about spinners. It's not to be forgotten that the two champion spinners in Ravindra Jadeja and Ashwin have been rested.
Yeah.
People shouldn't assume that, maybe they were benched, dropped for whatever reason. No, they have been rested. Virat Kohli made it very, very clear that we are preserving them for the test series against Australia, not even Bangladesh. So, when we play ODI series or T20 series next time, I think this will be somewhere in June, July, when we travel to England for the Champions Trophy. So many options. Chahal is bowling beautifully. He has made a name for himself. I remember a comment again. Credit goes to RCB and Virat Kohli. He said, I'm going to play Chahal. He's probably going to be our best spinner. He's proved it. Beautiful. Then came Amit Mishra, who got dropped in the first match. But you saw his magic spell in the second and third T20.
Yep.
The way
that wicket of Jason Roy. Again, very intelligent bowling.
Just wide outside the off stump, nicely flighted. Seizing the opportunity, the moment, realizing that, there was a wicket to be taken. And 4 overs, 23, Nikhil, I think. 1 wicket, so much pressure. I think that changed the match. Although Chahal picked 6 wickets, but I think the tempo, the tone was set by Amit Mishra. Again, classy. Then you have Ashwin and Jadeja, who could literally pack their bags, walk into the team.
Yeah.
So there is so much.
They don't have to prove anything.
They don't have to prove anything. And then there is Parvez Rasul, who got the opportunity in the first match, was dropped again. Then there is Harbhajan Singh.
Oh, yeah.
The door is locked.
We should not forget him.
Yeah, I think that's why probably he's realized that's why he's doing some dance shows here and there, just to keep himself fit. But I think it's over. It's history for him. And so that's what I'm trying to say. We have the selectors have a lot of problems. So, and Nikhil, you can only play 2 or maximum 3 because you have 4-5 quality spinners. You can't play everybody, right?
Yeah.
Especially when we go to England, we could be in a situation where only one spinner is needed, right? And that one spinner could be a toss-up between Jadeja or Ashwin.
Yeah.
Which obviously doesn't mean you don't pick Mishra or Chahal. Remains to be seen. I think while we can talk about their recent ODI and T20 performances, I think the 2-month period in the IPL will give you a lot of indication. That will give you a cue as to who is travelling to England and who is not. And I still feel Ashwin, Jadeja have probably sealed their places. Okay. But I think it will be an interesting toss-up for the third spot between Yuzvendra Chahal and Amit Mishra.
Okay. Yesterday when we were watching the match, there was one interesting thing that happened. Not interesting, it kind of pisses a lot of people who watch cricket. KL Rahul's wicket. He was bowled, it was a beautiful ball, but it was a no ball. And the umpires didn't refer to it. Now, a thought just, popped into my mind saying how difficult it is for a third umpire to check, each and every ball. For a no ball, how? Like what he's doing, he's just sipping coffee over there. And when asked, he just looks at the television and replays it.
That's how it's been. I think we have seen this now for a pretty long period of time. The on-field umpire, as it is, you see their duties have been reduced.
Yeah.
Majorly because of technology, because of the third umpire, because of the fourth umpire, because of the screen. There are so many replays. So all they are doing is counting balls. If you need umpires only to count balls, Nikhil, you and I can also do that job from our office or from our home, right? We don't need to. The umpires, the professionals need not be paid. Why are they getting paid? The LBW decision goes up.
Yeah.
The catch decision goes up. Run out is going up. Are you there to call a wide or something? I mean, the simple,
and no balls whenever asked.
And no balls whenever asked. And the most irritating part is every wicket falls today across the world. I'm not blaming only the Indian umpires. Every umpire, I think, wants to recheck, which means you have a doubt. Why do you have a doubt? Because probably you have not done a good job in the first place. That's where you have a doubt. And that's where you have been assigned to do that job. If you're not doing it, please leave. That's how poor umpiring standards have become these days.
Yeah, actually.
We understand the pressure. Enormous pressure, so many people watching. It's easy to criticize when you're on the field, in between those 22 yards. But fraction of a second, you have to make a decision. But this is something, Nikhil, you cannot excuse. You cannot ignore. just a meter, or just not even a meter, an inch over the line, a millimeter, whatever you want to call it. People are overstepping comfortably and are getting ignored. I mean, yes, I understand it's a human eye, errors are possible, but you cannot just, I mean, when the bowler has bowled a good ball, a legal delivery, you still go to check whether, the bowler has bowled a no ball. In this case, why can't you go back? Or like you suggested in the first place, the third umpire probably should have informed the on-field umpire and said, boss, this is a no ball.
Yeah, exactly. You
Ben
have
Stokes
overruled the
bowling,
decisions.
overstepping, stumps gone, Rahul out. A call from upstairs before Rahul crosses the boundary. The umpires easily have the liberty to ask the batsman to wait. He can wait, get the right decision and carry on with the show again. It's as simple as that. When you can do this when the batsman is clearly out, why can't you do it the other way around? I just don't understand, because you have technology in place.
Exactly.
Use it.
Exactly.
We know you are incapable.
In fact, take the rights of calling a no ball from the umpire and give it to the third umpire.
So
each and every ball you check, boss, if there is a no ball.
That's what I'm saying. So which means, what is the on-field umpire doing? I'm not even blaming the square leg umpire, because he can't. He can do only little.
Yeah.
He can only check for a run out, for a stumping, or for a short ball, wide, no, whatever you want to call. But the man who's standing at the bowler's end, I mean, this is
his primary job. Yeah.
This is his primary job, Nikhil. You have to see where the line is. You have to see where the foot is. If you're not doing that, please go back to ground cricket. In fact, udhar bhi nahi, you should just quit umpiring.
Seriously, instead of installing those spider cams, better technology.
I think too much of technology is also, Nikhil, taking a lot of fun away from the game. Yes, you need it as the sport evolves, but there has to be a line, Nikhil. I think people, the organizing committee, everybody's trying to be too cute. In the process, we are forgetting basics.
Yeah, very true, very true. When is India playing next month?
Oh, we're playing Bangladesh, Nikhil,
Yeah.
on the 9th of February. I think the match will go as per the dates, and fortunately, Hyderabad has been declared now, confirmed as the venue.
Also, you said that the IPL auction has called off.
Has been postponed, Nikhil.
Yeah.
The franchisees have been very patient, but because of what is happening in the BCCI office, a new panel coming on board, the Supreme Court intervention, the exit of Shirke and obviously Anurag Thakur, there is a lot of confusion. Also, if you remember, Nikhil, we were discussing in our office, normally what happens is 2 weeks before the auction, every franchisee is given a sheet of how many players are there in the pool.
Okay.
Because as a management, you need at least 2 weeks to make sure I need this player or I don't need this player.
And I need this budget.
Plus, you are not sure who's playing where, when, against whom.
Yeah.
Because England will have their county season, England will have their international duties. You don't know if Ben Stokes is going to be fully available or not. You can't take these decisions in a day or two. You need good 2 weeks to assess. You need the entire management to sit, over a dinner table, coffee table, whatever, and discuss these things. So that has not been produced by the BCCI because of the confusion, and it's understandable. Because of which, I think it's postponed to the last week.
Okay.
Yes.
Last week, the dates are out?
The official date is yet to be declared, but the BCCI spokesperson said last week.
Right, guys. We'll bring you up with the latest updates on our website, thefangarage.com. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at The Fan Garage. Do listen to our podcast on major podcasting platforms such as IndusVox Media, SoundCloud, iTunes, Audio Boom, and definitely on YouTube. Till then, take care.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcasts galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.